Kyle Shanahan's press conference today, said something very interesting during the press conference. He said, well, he was asked, have you lowered your expectations for this season? And he was like, no, I mean, last year, I think all those expectations were bad, essentially, for the team. Like, all they were focused on was getting back to the Super Bowl and fast forwarding through the offseason and getting back to that one spot where they were in overtime. I think their mind was going, well, we'll just get back there like we always do, instead of trusting the process and just taking one day at a time and getting the most out of each day. I mean, training camp was a joke. So he said I'll get the direct quote. He says, I want to get to work more now than probably I have in a long time. Felt like a very honest thing to say. And I feel like some of us have noticed that Kyle sort of looked burnt out last year. He looks so much older than when he got hired here 9 years ago. He looks 20 years older than he did 9 years ago. And last year was clearly just miserable for everyone. But today, last night at the cocktail party, Kyle just seems confident and on it, locked in. Today, there was no defensiveness when answering questions. There was no fumfering. There weren't the ums and the uhs. He seemed like he really knew what he was saying, and it felt like what he's saying is he's under a little heat. He just went 6-11. That's the way it goes. And I think he likes it because he's very confident in himself. And he feels like he finally has something to prove for the first time in a few years, and he's going to prove it like he always has in his professional career. So I think that's a good thing. Now, it doesn't mean that the Niners are going to be going to the Super Bowl this year. I still would not expect that unless they have the all-time best draft in franchise history. Because in 2019, yeah, he was under a little bit of pressure. If you miss the playoffs 3 years in a row, there's no guarantee you get a fourth year as a head coach. So he had to produce, and he did, but he also had a great defense. I mean, forget the offense. He had a great defense. Nick Bosa plus DeForest Buckner plus Eric Armstead plus Dee Ford plus Fred plus Dre Greenlaw, Jimmy Ward. I mean, just a completely stacked deck on defense. Richard Sherman. They don't have that this time. Now it's Yetur Gross-Matos, Evan Anderson, Jordan Elliott, D. Winters, Jair Brown. Not exactly a loaded defense, but at least a focused and determined and serious Kyle Shanahan, which is clearly the best version of Kyle Shanahan. So that's something good.
Prize Picks is the best way to win cash while watching sports. Baseball season just started. Basketball season is ramping up. The Warriors and the Lakers are in the playoff hunt, and you want some of that action, baby. Best part about the Prize Picks app, it's easy to use. All you got to do to set up a lineup is click more or less on a few players' stats. Plus, Prize Picks is available in over 40 states, including California and Texas. And if for new users, if you use promo code Cohn, put down a $5 lineup, you will win $50 no matter what. Prize Picks is giving away $50 to new users who put down their first $5 lineup, win or lose. So go to Prize Picks, download the app, use promo code COHN.